Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how are you doing? All right, what we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And people send me pictures and videos and emails and things like that. And if you would like to do so, my email is in the description box below. Okay, so this first picture comes in from a community member, and she's like, haha, she said, Google is recommending videos on my notifications for your second channel. Well, thanks, Lise. Love you. So, yeah, I've been working really hard on my second channel, and, you know, I neglected that channel for so long, and I'm so sorry that I did, you know, and I don't know if I'm going to go back to the relaxing vibes, you know, because that channel, I started doing like the ASMR and stuff like that on there because I do it primarily for my kids and my grandkids, because we have them used to sleeping to, they fall asleep to like rain sounds and things like that because it's calming for them. And because, you know, bedtime here is 8 o'clock and lights out at 8:30, and we put those videos on that I make for them and they fall asleep just like that. And some community members have actually said that it's so calming for them that they love those videos, and I thank you guys for those compliments. It really helps because it's not easy making those videos at all. It's extremely complicated, you know. So I thank you very much. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might go back to doing the ASMR videos on that channel. I'm not really sure. But I think I'm going to continue to do those videos, but I'm also going to do prepping videos on that channel as well, you know, but I'm going to upload the ASMR videos up late at night, you know, and just do the prepping videos during the day. But here's a picture that she sent. And this community member, he's a wise butt, but I love him to death. He always sends me really good stuff for commercials, you know, for commercial breaks. And he said, your video on butter may be the solution to illegal border crossings from Mexico. Commercial break. Okay, here is a email from a community member. She said, it's been a minute since I've emailed you, but I wanted to pass on some knowledge I had forgotten and then I remembered. Oh, you have mom brain too, huh? She said, please pass this on to those who are storing beans. Okay, well, I have, oh my goodness gracious me. I want to say I have about 500 pounds of beans, so I'm interested in this knowledge as well, my dear. She said, I finally gotten around to using some navy beans. I love navy beans, love it. A few weeks ago and again last week. I've had these beans for at least 13 years or more and just never used. I never stored them for long, just in their original plastic bag. I used half for a recipe after soaking overnight and then boiled as you're supposed to. The beans were still hard but cooked, not too tasty. I actually, my pressure cooker, I'm just gonna have to go buy like 2 or 3 more because I use mine so much. Now my daughter-in-law, I've got her like kind of like interested in it, but she's afraid of it, she said. But I always cook my my dry beans in that, and they come out perfection when I tell you. She said, last week I used the half of the bag soaked overnight as usual. Then as I was placing the pot on the cooktop to boil, I remembered to add a couple of dashes of baking soda to the water. Really? You're supposed to do that? Okay. Sodium bicarbonate for those across the pond may not know. It wasn't much, maybe a tablespoon or two. I boiled as usual around 50 minutes. I'm at high altitude, so things take longer. Then I drained all the water. Then I filled the pot again with fresh water and completed the cooking. The beans came out soft and perfect. The baking soda helped to soften the beans, and I was even able to add salt to the cooking beans. Salt can inhibit beans softening up. Oh, no kidding. I didn't know that. Okay. Moral of the story is if your beans are old, use baking soda. Doesn't matter what kind of beans. Okay, well, thank you. Because, you know, no kidding, I have about, I want to say 500 pounds of beans. Same amount of, you know, rice. What else? The instant mashed potatoes, you know, things like that. Yeah. It's crazy, but my family, we are huge rice eaters. You know, the kids not so much with the beans, but the adults love the beans, you know, stuff like that. So, okay, thank you so much for this email. It's awesome sauce. Okay, so here is a picture that was sent to me, and I have an explanation to solve this problem or this mystery for you. She said she was out with her daughter today for lunch, and in the parking lot, there's a purple light in the mid-afternoon. Okay. This is actually, because my husband and I were actually having this conversation the other day because people are talking about this at work with him and stuff like that. And he's just like, no, 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 no. It's the parts on the lights. They're not going to replace the part in the one light until the other two lights go out. So that's why the one is purple and the other two are not. Yeah, it's because it's, hang on, let me ask Sean real quick. Okay, so I just asked Sean about it because he's home, and he goes, no, it's the filter. There's a defect in the filter of the light. And he said it's not like a conspiracy theory or anything, and there's a defect in the filter of the light. Okay. And they can't change it or something like that. So they have to wait, I guess, on new manufacturing or something like that. But I knew it was either that or they can't change it because until the other two go out or something like that. I knew it was something, you know, simple. So it's not like a conspiracy theory or anything like that because my husband and I were just having this conversation. But here's the picture that she sent us, okay? Okay, here is an email that was sent in by a community member. And she says, Christy Noam. Okay, this is about the governor, that her social security number, it was her husband, her 3 children, and her brother-in-law. Their social security numbers were leaked by the government, by the J6 committee, my bad. And she said Christy Noam would not play the games during the pandemic, and we had an open state. Only about 25% of the people were wearing, right? And that fall, the first fall, we had the Sturgis rally, motorcycle rally. If you've never heard of Sturgis is one of, if not bigger than Daytona when it comes to the motorcycle rally, okay? And it's not like dangerous or anything. It's just where a whole bunch of bikers get together and they have like, you know, festivities and stuff like that. And it's really, really awesome. Where tons of people come together and enjoy themselves in freedom. And the government tried to say that hundreds, if not thousands of people got horribly sick and spread it everywhere. They tried to say that our local hospitals were overflowing, and every last word of it was bullshit. Right. We know this. A few got the CV. No one passed, and our hospitals were so empty that the doctors were telling people that if they wanted to come in and get non-emergency work done, it was a good time. Lots of people talked about Christy running for president. No kidding. I didn't know that. I don't think that she will. The left doesn't like her. They see her as an easy target because she's a woman. She hunts buffalo while riding a horse. No kidding. That's, wow. Wow. I used to ride horses when I was younger. Yeah. Wow, I miss those days. And they want to get her out of politics. Of course they do. They can't stand a strong woman. They can't. Anyway, if we were to lose her as governor, they would put in a demo jerk of our governor's mansion. Demo jerk, more like a demogorgon. Anyway, I'm a Stranger Things fan. Sorry. I like to say that we have too many hunters around here to put up with somebody trying to force us to go through another pandemic again, but conservative people are often too kind. They let things slide. Yeah. I don't think it's that. I think it's because we're too rational. And we're really rational. We think logically. And a lot of people don't like that. You know? Yeah. It takes a lot to upset us because we see the big picture and not just pieces. And, you know, because it's funny because a lot of times I'll get an email and they'll say, I don't want to offend you. Oh, sweetie, it takes a lot to offend me, you know, and because I'm so logical and so rational. You know, you would literally have to be a drunk driver and drive your car into my garage in order to see me flip out. No kidding. Just like what happened on New Year's Eve. Anyway, so she goes on to say, now they've crossed our paths and struck at someone that we take pride in. I hope and pray that enough of our people will circle the wagons around her and keep her safe. If the left doesn't think that the Social Security leak was enough to get her out of politics, they might do something worse. That would not surprise me at all. In the slightest bit, it would not surprise me. Yeah. Okay, so here's a picture that was sent in by a community member. And she said, she's from Burbank, California. And she said, so this box used to be double the size and half the cost. She's talking about cat litter. And yeah, I've noticed the same thing when I'm buying cat litter, because I get my cat litter through Chewy. Got a funny story for you anyway. She said now it's almost $20 and it's now almost the size of a small cereal box. Are you kidding? What? What's worse is it's only filled up maybe 3 inches, maybe. Man, oh man, I'm praying the Lord comes back soon. I'm not trying to fear. On side note, we and Callie are about to float away. Yes, I know, babe. I know. It's terrible what's going on there. So here is the picture that she sent in of the cat litter. Okay, so story time for me. So you guys know that when Andrew is home, he works full time for FedEx, right? And he goes into work one day and he's looking at his delivery schedule, right? And he goes, you guys are gonna die when I tell you this. He goes, I got to deliver a package to my house. And one of his coworkers looks at his delivery schedule and he goes, oh no. He goes, that's the Chewy lady. I'm known at FedEx as the Chewy lady because my Chewy orders are so big. Because, I mean, look at us. We have 7 cats and 4 dogs. So I'm known from FedEx as the Chewy lady. It's like, oh my God, how freaking embarrassing is that? So now, every time Andrew goes into work, his friends are like, so how's the Chewy lady? And he's like, shut up, man. Yeah, I just figured I'd pass that along to you. And because you gotta laugh. No kidding. If you don't laugh, you're crying. Who the hell wants to live like that? So before I go, here's an email from a community member. And she said, please tell everyone to be aware of thefts by UPS drivers. Well, thank God my son works for FedEx. Sorry. I had to say it. I had to. Okay. So she said, I'm disabled and ordered batteries from Amazon. The UPS driver changed my address without my knowledge and said I lived at the CVS store. What the flip? What? I get a lot of medication from there, but I don't live there. Now the package is lost Amazon sent a replacement package and I don't have the tracking number. But this package also appears to be lost. I tried to call UPS. They have a bot answering the phone and it hangs up on me and refuses to give me a human. Other means of contact like Twitter, also the same thing. Delivery driver is a woman and things she delivers when she works disappears. Yep, UPS refuses to do anything. A few years ago, this would never happen, yet it seems more common today. Contact Amazon directly. I'm saying this because my daughter-in-law actually works for Amazon. She delivers for them. Contact Amazon directly and tell them exactly what happened, and they will be able to obviously look up your orders, and they will send an Amazon delivery driver to your home. Okay, so yeah, do it that way. Okay, all right guys, I'm out of here. All right, you stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.